Hey, it's TJ. I'm gonna talk to you about the do's and don'ts of arch windows. I would say a hard no is gonna be doing something as simple or basic as like a temporary shade in those. You can do this. Does it look good? Probably not so much. I do see this occasionally, and that's usually why I'm out there, is to do something a little bit more permanent and pretty, and that's something that's gonna look good. Couple popular options are gonna be shutters in an arch. These are a little bit of a semicircle. I have a Sunburst arch up top that you might recognize from the 90s. Not so popular today, so I'm gonna put that on the don't list. Definitely like more of a louvered arch. This is our cute little fun one louvered arch here. There's a couple different ways we can do those. This is, again, just a really small semicircle example. Some of us are gonna have more of like an eyebrow arch, so we'll call that an elongated eyebrow with legs. And that's a louvered arch. Looks really, really nice. Very popular, probably my favorite option. Back to the kind of cellular shade or temporary shade look. We can do these with a honeycomb shade for a more permanent insulating, better insulating product, but those are kind of that fan look, and again, not so popular, so I'm gonna put that on my don't list too. But they do work. They are gonna last quite a while, but I'm definitely gonna recommend shutters in a louvered arch, not the Sunburst when it comes to the arch windows. So with a arch window, I can have it hinged on the outside, so I can open it up, open my window, clean my window. On semicircles, we have an option where you can do a bottom hinge, so I can get in there, clean the window, close it up, open these. The other nice feature about a louvered arch versus a Sunburst is these are just a little bit more functional and operable, where I can open, close. Where the Sunburst, sometimes they're operable, sometimes they're non-operable. They don't move in unison. So if I were to move these louvers, they would all move together. Where on a Sunburst, I individually have to operate each little fan or burst louver. So just a little bit more tedious. Getting in there to clean is just as easy as the hinge. Just kind of an outdated look. We see them, we're replacing them more often than we're doing them. Whether you do a cellular shade or a shutter on a arched window or a specialty shaped window, we can typically do an inside mount. These examples are gonna be an outside mount. You can see they're just mounted to the surface of the wall. Other products, they don't have the ability to manipulate or bend or be made to a specialty shape. So it would be more of an outside mount. I prefer the look of the arch shutter as an inside mount if doable. They definitely can be an outside mount. So whether your window is rectangle, circle, arched, there's no such thing as a perfect window. We're always gonna have discrepancies or unlevelness or unevenness, whether it's an arch or a flat line. So a shutter, a benefit to doing a shutter is you're gonna hide or conceal the discrepancies or the inconsistencies in that drywall or that finish. Whereas with a honeycomb or a cellular shade, this is gonna be cut to kind of the smallest fit so that it fits in there, looks okay, but you're gonna start to see some of those discrepancies in that finish in the drywall. So again, one of the reasons I recommend a shutter is it's really gonna just make your arch or your opening look perfect and finished versus something that's gonna highlight the bad in the drywall.